Hi, everybody. You're listening to the Spin Market Report on the Spin Market Podcast Network, where real stories meet real impact. Our podcast network has thousands of local and regional listeners tuning in each week. That means businesses are getting heard and communities are staying connected. Did you want to get your brand in front of a highly engaged audience? Contact Spin Market today at www.spinmarket.com for more information. Now let's get into the episode.
It's the Spin Market Report. Here's your host, Peter Stockdale.
All right, we are back. Marketing Monday again. It's the best part of the week, every week.
Yes.
It's the best part of Monday, let's be honest.
It is best part of Monday, and it's one of the most important days of the week for clients and businesses because it's Marketing Monday.
And this is going to be a fun one. We had a replay episode last week. This week we got two guests in the house. It's Jeana Becker, Deb Davis. You guys work for the Fort, which is the museum/village that is kind of, out by the hospital there in Fort Dodge. If people haven't been to it, I'd be surprised, but that's where it's at.
Yes.
So what are your guys' positions there?
I'm the executive director.
Okay.
And I'm the board chair.
All right. So just kind of quickly, what do those positions mean you guys do there?
Keep things running.
That is important.
Deb works there.
Supervising whoever I can get in as volunteers, and I have a couple staff members. Making sure the maintenance gets done, making sure the phone calls are made, making sure the people are happy that visit.
Maintenance has got to be something because there's a lot of buildings out there.
There is, and it's hard. We need to keep them up because
they're older. They're old. Besides,
definitely.
Yes.
I was there a year and a half ago, I guess, is when I really started working inside. I was a bingo volunteer before. And I went back the next winter and came back, and it was like, whoa, these buildings need more work. So, yeah, the every day, walk out there, whoop, another thing.
Oh, wow.
So
it's constant maintenance. How did the Fort start? What's the story behind it becoming the museum or becoming what it is today?
I was talking with Jeana on this. I don't think people are really aware that it started in 1931.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was Maud Lauderdale. Was actually a niece of one of the Williams brothers. I can't remember which one. Anyway, she had this collection of artifacts from her family. And then with a few other people, they formed the Historical Society.
Okay. Fort
Dodge Historical Society. And in 1936, they brought all their artifacts and cataloged them into the basement of the library. I don't know. Had you gone down there?
No.
That was when it was the old library.
In which used to be the Carnegie.
Yeah, and it was about 1,700 items.
Oh,
and
wow.
They had like 6,000 visitors a month. A year.
A year.
That'd be a crowded basement.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Either 6,000 a day or a month would be awesome.
Anyway, Maud died in 1956, and she had been curator for so long. It was kind of chaos after she left. They kept things up, but it was a couple of a team of businessmen, I guess, were having coffee one day, and they brainstormed and came up with the idea of the fort.
Oh.
And so when they carried that out, they had to go to the city and the planning and business and that. So they did raise a lot of money through generous support of the businessmen in the community. And then the stockade portion was built.
Okay.
And that housed the original artifacts and the two buildings. The DAR, Society of Fort Dodge, had the one building, which is Armistead's quartermaster cabin, and the other building was the city's.
Okay.
They were at Olson Park.
Oh.
And then they got cleaned up, refurbished, and then put into the stockade.
They're relocated all the way across town.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So I even have in my notes here, former military fort. Is that correct?
It was. It was 1850 that it was built. And it had actually been planned earlier than that. 1835 is when Lieutenant Colonel Kearney picked out the land, and so it wasn't until 1850 when they built it, and that was because Boone District people were getting very nervous. The Sioux Indian had been migrating southward, and so they were getting very nervous.
Oh.
And the settlers moving west is pretty much, they wanted to make things safe for people.
Wow.
And honestly, it was not named Fort Dodge.
No, it was Fort Clark.
Yes, Fort Clark.
And it wasn't where we are located now. It was over by the DHS building.
Wakansa School building.
Yes.
And there is a plaque there and a boulder depicting the fort's origins as well as the layout of the first of the town.
Wow. So we're lucky that this isn't the Fort Clark Clarkers at the high school here then, right?
Cluckers.
So how's it evolved? You said it was the 30s that it kind of formed, right?
Well, the collection started in the 30s, and people have been so generous in donating things, and this is local people and people that have left town and send things from outside of the area, and so it grew. And I didn't catch that date, but the village is a collection of buildings. Some are old, some are recent, and so it grew. It wasn't just like it got plopped down there.
Okay.
And the schoolhouse, it came from Brushy Creek area. It's the Border Plains School.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
That was built in 1857.
Wow.
And used 102 years as a school. Wow. The cabin was actually down kind of by Stratford.
Okay.
And that got moved to Harcourt, personal. And then it was brought up here.
Wow. That's really cool.
And that jail, this is one of the things I read earlier this week. It actually started out as an ice house.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And think about it, the thick walls. It makes sense. I think it's put them on ice came from there.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Okay. So what makes it like so unique compared to other historical sites in Iowa? Obviously, it's kind of been like refurbished and it's been made into this mini town. Like it has like basically been turned into a little mini fort out there, which is kind of cool. But you know, maybe what are some things out there that are more significant or different compared to other places?
Well, of course, it's history of Fort Dodge, and there's a collection with Williams items. He's the founder of the fort.
Okay.
Dodge. And Native American items, arrowheads and that were collected locally.
Oh, cool.
It's actually, like I said, the donations from people around. If you go out there, there's just an array of military items. I mean, from all the wars.
Cool.
There's...
But then there's other things like the Cardiff Giant.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is actually not in the notes, but I knew to ask about that.
Well, and he's a replica, but the original even had ties to P.T. Barnum.
Yes. It was
So that's
considered
just-
the biggest hoax of all time.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. 'Cause
Yeah.
It started
comes
out right
right
here in
back.
Fort Dodge, Iowa.
yes.
So, like, as people bring things in, because I mean, people's personal collections, I'm sure, have been donated either as they pass away or they just want to pass it on to somewhere where the other people can enjoy it. But like, how do you decide what? I'm sure you guys have more stuff that's been donated than what's actually there. So how do you decide what to keep or what to fix up or what to?
Well, generally, if we take it in, it has to stay in until this whole process for deaccessioning.
Okay.
So when someone asks, do you want this? We have to really consider, do we want it?
Okay.
And then we look at the condition of it also. And if we've got replicas of it, generally you don't want to have like 20
Pianos,
organs.
Oh yeah.
Organs, yeah.
Be a lot of space.
So
We get a lot of offers for those.
sometimes the museum part of it is you're going to use it for display. You could keep it as an archival carved item that's stored away, or you could use it for education.
Okay.
So generally, if it's a little more worn or that may be something we could do more of a hands-on with.
Okay. All right. So what about like maintaining and restoring some of these things? We had kind of mentioned that a little bit, especially the buildings. There's definitely upkeep there. Iowa Winters, I'm sure they take their toll.
We are a nonprofit,
Okay.
It's all private donations if we can get grants, and also any big donor support.
Our important thing right now is like chinking of the buildings. Deb could tell you more about that, but there's a video on YouTube
Just sent that out.
that Deb
You know,
just sent
I
us.
had the restoration person come and look at it last fall, and we were just looking at the back wall of the stockade on the east side, and that alone, just for the labor, was $30,000.
Oh, wow.
And
Well, and it's
then-
not something that just anybody can do either.
No,
That's the
and-
other issue.
And a portion, I mean, it takes 3-4 days for just a small portion, so you know it's time consuming too.
All right.
So
So you-
that's one of those things that I'm trying to figure out a project type. The guys recommended maybe having classes,
Where he
doing a workshop where people can come in and learn how to do it, because there's historical buildings everywhere, and then learn and do and get evaluated, and then we can go ahead and have it done with minimal labor.
Yeah, so this isn't like you're just slapping a sheet of plywood on the
No.
outside and tin siding. Like you're
No,
going for historical
no.
accuracy in some
If
capacity.
we were doing historical accuracy, it would be more moss and dirt and sod and mud, whatever. But previously, it's been more of like a cement thing.
Okay.
And that crumbles.
Oh,
So the newer thing is more of a, it expands with the heat
Okay.
and retracts. So that would last longer, and it looks good. It is expensive.
It goes through every crack in between every log, all the way across the entire building.
Yeah.
Wow. So what about like maintaining items? Do you ever have to do any maintaining of like the items that are donated out there, like every few years?
We have a tusk from a mammoth.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't think people even stop to think about it. If you go to the east building on the far north, there's a room where we have Indian artifacts of different areas in the United States and South America. And in that room, there is a tusk and a tooth from a mammoth.
That's wild.
And just starting working there, all these people are coming in and saying, "Oh yeah, I donated that." Well, the lady that found the tusk came in, and she told me the story. She had been canoeing or kayaking with her husband in 2004, and they saw this thing sticking out of the bank, and this was on the Boone River
What?
over by Stanhope, somewhere. I'm not going to say where, but it was there. And so they did the proper thing about asking and notifying and get preservation. But this was the bottom tusk that was buried in more of a clay. The top tusk was in the dirt portion, and when they took that out, it crumbled.
No.
And so they knew they had to preserve it right away. And this is actually a portion of the bottom tusk, so it actually had more length to it.
That's wild. There's a tusk from a woolly mammoth in Fort Dodge.
And it needs to be, it's like a glue mixture, kind of to seal it and,
Okay.
and do that. That's about every 3 years.
Oh, wow. So you do have to maintain the items out there
Oh,
too,
you
not just the buildings.
Right. And maintain climate.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
important. And that's one of the things out there that the very important items are actually in climate controlled, whereas we've got a lot of things out there that we're hoping and praying they last. It's
Yeah.
because not all the buildings have everything in it.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until literally just now when you said that. Because like some of the buildings like may not have air conditioning. They might be sealed up. They might have good windows and doors and everything like that, and they're locked up tight and they're secure. But they're just not quite as modern as.
Yeah, moisture's a bad thing.
And honestly, like when we have Frontier Days, we have to sit here and figure out where we want to put people. A lot of the buildings don't have electricity. So we literally have to sit there. Luckily, Sam and Orville really know the layout, and they're like, okay, we can't go here because there's no electricity here. We can't go here. And
Not
so-
enough electricity.
Right. So it's very unique. Like we had a ventriloquist in chapel, and there was no electricity, so we had to get like an extension cord from another building to go into the chapel, and we bought battery powered lights and things. So
Oh yeah.
It's unique.
Yeah, making do with what you can.
Yeah.
So we kind of talked about like one unique thing that somebody had donated. The tusk is mind blowing. I didn't know that. That's one of my favorite things about this is I learned stuff on this podcast, and hopefully everybody else is learning these fun things. Any other fun donations, or maybe to piggyback on that, if somebody wanted to make a monetary donation, I'm assuming you take monetary donations as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You can. We have stuff on our Facebook page.
Okay.
Links.
And then on our website as well.
And that's www.fortmuseumfv, like Franklin Valley.
Okay.
.com.
All right. I will put a link to that in the description. So if you don't remember that by the end of the episode, you don't have to search for it. Just scroll down and
And
click
we
on it.
are a 501c or 501c3.
Nonprofit,
yes, your donation is
Tax deductible.
yes.
That's awesome. So how did each one of you guys get involved in the fort? Can we kind of like talk about your story leading up to getting involved? Was it like growing up, you knew this was there and it was really kind of neat and you just wanted to volunteer your time, or how does somebody get involved?
I wasn't working,
Okay.
and I decided I needed to be out, so I started volunteering for bingo, which we hold every Monday and Thursday night. And so I was working there, and then they put me on staff because I was bartending, and then I did the front desk. And about a year later, our other director was no longer with us, and they says, "Can you step up and be an interim director?" So, voila.
Voila. There we go.
She went from interim to full.
I was going to say she went the whole course. She went all the way.
And as you can tell, she really knows her stuff.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Very interesting.
And so I got involved because Terry Cook,
Yes.
when he was in charge of the Frontier Days, asked me if I would be interested in helping with the parade.
Which is a
and-
tradition for how many years?
Yeah. And so I started in 2021, so right after the break from COVID, and took over from Mike Mulroney and Cindy, who'd done it for at least 20 years.
They had it
Down.
down,
Yes.
down, perfectly put together.
And so from there, they invited me to join the board. And then a year, more than a year, because I've been the board president. This is my second year, right, Deb? They asked me to be the president because nobody else wanted to be. And Sam was like, I don't know if you want to do that. Doing that and being in charge of Frontier Days, because I volunteered to do that as well.
Okay.
Starting then, he's like, I don't know if you want to do both. He's like, ooh. And then a couple months later, he's like, I am so impressed on how much you've got done. And then now I'm going, oh, this is a lot.
Well, I have to say that we did put a lot of hours in, and
yes.
I think we both crashed afterwards. It was like, ooh.
Yeah.
What's been the most rewarding part of all this for you guys?
I just love meeting the people.
Yeah.
The tourists that come through are from everywhere. Yes, last year, our focus came from Europe and also East Coast and West Coast.
Wow.
And they would come in and they would be very impressed. I've had so many positive comments. And then this year, with the way the economy was, it's more central. So
Oh, cool.
I've seen more people from Des Moines and Ames than I've ever seen. So, yeah, we're doing okay there. And I like the people. And it's amazing how many positive comments we have.
That's cool. You got people from Central Iowa coming up. Because, I mean, it's different. I will say this, preface it with it's different. They have living history farms down there, but it's different.
Totally different.
It's different,
Yeah.
but it's kind of like a similar-ish type thing.
Well, this
you
is
know?
more authentic even than Living History Farms.
I just remember going there as a
Yeah.
kid for a field trip or something.
Yeah.
maybe.
We want to be able to do something like that. We just have the trouble getting the volunteers. So if anybody wants to, we're more than welcome to work out something for them to volunteer. We only have like 5 people paid on staff. I'm a volunteer.
It's myself. It's an assistant, and we've got the wedding liaison, and 2 maintenance. And the maintenance, one Orville, he's in his mid-80s.
Oh, wow.
And then the other is getting up there too.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And Orville's just so well versed and knows that museum grounds and everything so well. Unfortunately, the body's not working as well as the brain still is, but he's an excellent resource for us.
So, yeah. We'd love to see somebody that's a little younger that can handle everything come on board.
Awesome.
So anybody that is bored, come on board.
Swing on by and volunteer
Yes.
some time for that. That'd be awesome. Let's talk about fun things out there, because I mean, I feel like everybody in this room has obviously been out there. We were out there a couple of years ago helping produce a podcast during Frontier Days, as a matter of fact, for Talk Fort Dodge. Shout out to Talk Fort Dodge. But what's your guys' favorite thing out there? If you had to pick one thing, it could be an exhibit, it could be like a time of year, it could be an event that goes on, it could be like one specific thing in the corner of one room and you know exactly what it is. This bottle cap over here is the coolest thing, whatever it might be. What's the neatest thing there?
My desk. I live there. No.
And she does pretty much live at the museum.
I can't say one thing, but I am just fascinated with the information there, the books. We haven't gotten to them. In fact, after COVID, everything languished a bit. And so I have a very great volunteer Marine come out. She's curating for us.
Oh, cool.
And she's been here doing inventory.
Nice.
And so when you think of inventory, that's picking up every little item and making sure it has a number, it's in condition, and where it's located. So she took on that task, and since she's been there, she's entered over 12,000 items.
Jeez. hard to
What an
pick.
accomplishment.
Entered them, and she's researching as she's going along to make sure that the information's there.
And she's barely gotten through anything still, right?
Well, we've got a lot to go yet.
Still got a ways to go.
Yeah.
What
and,
would you guess how much stuff is out there? Do you have any idea? If you
50,000, 100,000 items?
I don't know. Maybe 30. I don't know.
wow.
The thing is we don't, if we haven't been through it all, we
you
don't know what's there.
Yeah.
But we are, that's the most fun, is when you open something up and discover, whoa, look at this.
Yeah, this is something that maybe wasn't on display for a while. And it's like,
It wasn't on display. The records weren't there for it. It's just like, it's like discovering it for the first time.
Well, and Deb and Maureen have been working with some student volunteers and things and doing newer exhibits.
The trading post is our gift shop.
Information.
And it's the start of your tour. And so I divided it so that our shop is half the room and the other half is room for exhibits.
Okay.
And the students, both juniors, I think, or no, one was the sophomore. He was visiting out here, and then the other's a junior that's been here for a year and a half. They put up a vet World War II commemorative exhibit because of the end of the war, and this is all the things that we had in our archive, in our possession that recently, pulled out, and we put it together. Actually, they put it together, but the story is like finding things in this drawer and that drawer, and they have linked. So it's really cool, and that part is free. You can come out and talk to me and go look around. It's a mini exhibit, and it's informative, and it's very nice. And we're going to do that in
We got
kind of a rotation. I'm hoping to kind of make a calendar so that we're changing it out every few months, and then we can have new things come in and pique people's interest.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
We had kind of talked a little bit about some events out there. Bingo, obviously. You mentioned there's a wedding coordinator. So there are like wedding receptions and things like that out there.
Right.
and sometimes weddings.
Yeah.
Weddings themselves. So Frontier Days, I mean, what are some of your favorite events that are out there?
So Frontier Days, I love that. And I wish, I'm hoping we can make it grow to what it was before. The others, we've done vendor markets. I've got a vendor market person that's setting up 4 vending shows next year, I think. We're going to do Easter opening day. It's going to be an opening weekend, Frontier Days, and then we're always doing Dickens of a Christmas, and that's in November.
Where people can come shopping.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's really grown.
Or vend.
Yeah. Or vend.
So then I was trying to set up like flea market type things because people were asking for it. And that has to fit in with any wedding plans or any receptions that we have. But yes, weddings, we can accommodate up to 400 people. Try to customize it to what you need. It's mainly the rental of the facility. We're not planners. Then we have, this year, we're going to do the haunting of the village. We did it last year, and unfortunately, we didn't have as many people as we wanted, but this year, hopefully, the words got out, and it'll be really great. It's going to be 2 weekends, a Friday and a Saturday, the 17th and 18th of October, and then the 24th and 25th of October.
And what goes on at that?
Oh, you come down and you get scared. It's like a haunted house, but it's the whole village.
Oh, wow.
And hopefully, we're doing planning now, looking for volunteers to be scarers, or with the screamers.
The junior student, Lizzie, that helped put together the World War II exhibit, it was her
ground
idea.
on that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I love that.
And then on the 26th, it'd be the last day, we're putting together a trunk or treat.
Oh,
and so we'll have hopefully the weather will be great, and we'll be able to set some games up too, so they can come out, play some games, and go trunk or treating. And following that, I've spoken with, I can't remember his last name, Balta, out at Lamitas.
Okay.
Yeah, Lamitas. He's talked to me about having something like they had in their hometown, Latin dancing and music in that.
Cool.
Latino, like a Latino fest that they have in Des Moines.
That could be cool.
This is, well, if we can get it set up, we could do Sunday afternoons or something.
Sure.
But that's December 6th. I'm hoping to get that one together. Then we have
A murder mystery.
We're doing a murder mystery this
cool.
year.
You did that before, didn't you?
Dungeons and Dodgers.
Dodgers did. Okay.
And on November 29th. And that is the 20 willing participants will be characters. And then the rest will be detectives.
Oh, nice.
And we're serving, that's a dinner. So those tickets will be online.
I'm assuming all these events are on your website, correct?
I'm getting them.
Getting them on there.
December looks very bare, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
But we're also doing another comedy night, and we're trying to bring something different for people to do. And it has a bit of groundwork, but I think part of it is getting the word out. I don't care how much I put on Facebook or webpage or whatever. People still say, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. Do you send it to Shelley with the fine arts?
I
Okay.
had it on all kinds of
And
calendars.
she actually has some editing access to our Facebook page as well.
Okay,
Oh, cool.
cool.
And so,
All right.
You got to go through all the channels, the proper channels in town to kind of help you out in any way possible.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
and there should be flyers around town. I've got people putting them on DoorDash bags.
we had a lot of people that complained they didn't hear much about Frontier Days, but I was in at least once a month for a few month
On the radio.
And then it was like almost every week until the time of, and so we're trying.
I would say I live in Humboldt County, and I knew Frontier Days was going
Yeah.
on. So if I knew about it a county away, I'm sure everyone else in town should definitely know about it.
Well, we're
Hopefully.
kicking it off. We're going to try being out there with other things. I set up a booth down at the flea market in Humboldt.
Oh, cool.
Did it in the stores and things like that. So that
Cool.
was just like raffle stuff, but it does get things out there.
Absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about Frontier Days.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Why is it so important to the community? It's been around since I've been born. It's like since I was a kid, I knew it was a thing.
Well, last year was 51 years, but we celebrated it as 50 because COVID. We took off a year.
But that was the parade. The actual Frontier Days, it was Pioneer Days to begin with.
Oh, it was.
And it started in 1964. That was the premier opening of the fort.
Okay.
And so it's been there. They had 60,000.
Whoa.
The first 2 years. I couldn't, or 30,000, sorry, 60 together. 30,000. And I thought this town should know what they could have.
Absolutely.
If we got that. I'm getting tour buses in weekly. So I'm hoping that all of this helps the community with the tourism part.
Absolutely.
And word of mouth, go see stuff.
Yeah, so Frontier Days for us is our major fundraiser for the museum. So whatever we bring in for that, it helps the operating costs and things because over the winter we close down the actual museum. And then we rely on whatever we bring in from
Bingo.
bingo or weddings. But our biggest thing is Frontier Days. That helps us to continue on.
Now, one thing, sitting at the front desk, you hear people. And I do have people come in and they'll look at what the price is to go through. For an adult right now, it's $10. And then for a child, it's $5. $2 off for military, for student with ID, and senior citizen, $8. And at $10, if you think about it, how much is a Starbucks coffee?
I know.
Might as well be $10.
And
honestly.
then on top of that, Frontier Days, they turn around at the gate because it's $10. I said, that's 3 days of entertainment, live music, live shows, all these
included.
acts.
So if they do the $10 entry fee, it counts for every day?
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
And
So you
I
don't- so you
still
don't-
had people.
Wow. That's $3.33 a day. And for live music.
Live music, like 7 bands.
Yeah. I mean, you guys have like side acts on the afternoons
Yeah.
there too as well. I
All
know,
evening. I mean, it goes
We have
on.
hypnotists, we have ventriloquists. This year we had our first time the Many Moccasins dance troupe
whoa.
out of Winnebago, Nebraska, I believe.
Yes.
And they came and did 3 different shows.
And that was awesome because they narrated
Yes.
what they were doing, the origination of that story, and what it means.
One of my favorite things about that is the Sand Hill Kid, watching him out there
Yeah.
goofing around. I still remember the first time I saw him, and then I saw him like last year when we were out there for an event, and I was still like a little kid. I was like, oh, hey, Sand Hill Kid's here.
Yep.
And then the whole Hole in the Sock gang who does the shootout down the main street.
Down the main
Oh,
street.
wow.
That's a blast.
So fun.
Yes.
Buck Skinner's U.S.
Yes.
Army of the Southwest.
Yes.
And if you want to do any of these things, they will take you in and help
Yeah.
you get started as a reenactor or a Buck Skinner or whatever.
And
If you want to have an adventure, there's places to have adventures.
Yeah, right here in town. Right over at the
last year
fort.
we took the stockade and we turned it into the kids corral because I came to Frontier Days for many years, but I didn't even know until I became on the board that I could go in the stockade when I came to Frontier Days. So I'm like, let's make that a kids zone. And so we had Dugan Party Rentals, their foam party. And
Big hit.
Oh yeah, we had so many people that actually went into there now than what we had before, and we've had them back multiple times.
Yeah. And
Cool.
Lots of
and Orville forgave us because the lawn didn't look very good.
I'm sure it needed some tender liver care after that.
Yeah.
So I had mentioned how like I remember going out there as a kid for school to do something at the fort, tour of some sort of a field trip type deal. You still do those out there?
Yeah, last year I actually sent a letter to every principal in our AEA region.
Oh wow.
And I sent it to the band leaders so that we'd get bands. They are not coming for parades. I don't know why.
Wow.
But when somebody wants to come in and tour, I say, what are you looking for? What do you want to see does it reflect something that you're covering in a subject? And then we try kind of bend it toward that. And then this year we did ice cream at the end, because I was talking more refrigeration. What do you do? How do you store things? So we did that. We'd like to do butter making. That's another one. Demonstration. If I could get the people, we could do some wool and make some yarn.
Oh, cool.
Or we do have a rope maker. I mean, there's things that kids can do. Or I guess one of the former directors was out here on Frontier Days, and she was making dream catchers with willows, or actually hers was grape leaves. So
that's cool.
Grapevine. And so it was a hands-on and something that's traditional, right?
I still remember when I was a kid, and I don't remember exactly where it was. It might have even been in some sort of a Laura Ingalls Wilder type thing. But like, I remember making butter, like churning my own butter. And that was like one of my favorite things ever. And that's something, even as I've grown up, if I go to like a holiday event and I know there's going to be kids there, it's just like, let's make some butter, and it kind of keeps them busy, and they love the outcome of it all. And it's, everybody likes the butter. So I think
and
some
it
of that
tastes good.
Yeah. Some of that historical stuff like that is like, it's still relevant. And it's still fun to do, even today. Even though you can go to the store and get butter, we get it, but it's just fun to make it yourself. Well,
and then,
I would love to do a taffy pull, but I am not sure how that does with food safety anymore.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
all right. So we talked a little bit about the events that are coming up there. So the events are on your website, and if they're not, they're upcoming on your website. All the links are down below, so that's also going to be on your Facebook as well. We talked about some educational groups coming through there. Let's say somebody's listening and they've never been. They made it this far into the podcast. They've never been to the fort. They might live here. They might live a county away. They might live a state away. What's something they can expect to come out there and see? Or what's something that you think might help excite somebody to bring them in?
It's funny. I think sometimes it deals with what occupation they are.
Okay.
Because, you have people that will look at how things were for living, shopping, or whatever. Blacksmith. I had a person in there for I don't know how long. Blacksmith. Leather. We've got a lot of tackle, horse tackle. And tools, carpentry. Some of those, like I said, are 1700s for some of the tools in the carpenter's shop. So there's just history from any kind of occupation you want.
Teachers, the
teachers,
rules of a teacher.
Rules of a teacher, yes.
You can't be married.
No fraternizing, no going out of town without a brother or a father.
Oh, wow.
Unless you're married. And it's just crazy.
You need to get here at this time and start the fire.
Clean, start the fire, make sure the water's on, and everything. So there's just so much, just makes you think. Think of how things were.
I think there's a drugstore out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like a little pharmacy.
Schwartz Pharmacy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now that cabinetry came from Des Moines. It was a real drugstore, and we have so many bottles, and actually it's been cleaned up a bit and rearranged, so it looks more interesting as far you're seeing something rather than just too much. And the items in there, we have like the wheelchair, the potty wheelchair.
Yes, I remember.
Bedpans.
The dental chair with the foot drill.
I remember that. Okay, now I got to go back and check that out.
And then there's a barber chair there. They may not seem in place, but we had to have a story, something to put relative to what those items are. Would be the drugstore's kind of the closest.
Well, and I do believe they used to have barbershops by drugstores or within them.
Can I tell a story?
Sure, sure. I'd love to hear that.
So barbers, if you think medieval, they were the first surgeons. You would go to a barber to have your tooth pulled or something lanced, and then it developed. So yes, barbers were your first surgeons.
Wow.
Did not know that.
That's crazy. The only person in town with a sharp object, I guess.
Yeah. Well, let me take that back, because Egypt had some other things going on,
Oh,
and
yeah.
there's a other historical, but maybe on the prairie.
But
that's
the
wild.
men trust them with the straight edge right next to their neck, so they're got to be good with
Yeah.
their hands controlling that knife.
I never thought about that. Yeah, the drugstore out there is so fun because even if you think about like how modern medicine has changed, and then you go look and see what's in some of the old things out there. If you can read the bottles, you're like, I didn't know that was. They used to drink this. Okay,
Or put it on themselves. Like, some had urine in it or something.
it's wild to go out there.
And that is actually one of the things that we are trying to research and bring more of a background to.
Oh, cool.
Is prairie medicine.
That would be fun, especially because how that kind of blends into like the snake oil salesmen of the day
Oh,
too. That were kind
definitely.
of just like, well, we made this thing and it might work. I don't know. I was in town for 3 days and nobody complained, and then they leave, and then before you know it, a week goes by and something happens.
Most of that was alcohol.
Yes.
It's maybe it solves all the problems. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
and vanilla. That was drank in the kitchens.
That's fun. So, how about we're getting close to the end here? Future goals. What are the future goals you guys have for the fort?
Ideal ones or idealistic ones or for real?
Or anything. If you got a big dream and you need help from the community to achieve it, let's put it out there.
I don't know where the talks are. Maybe Jeana can talk. So the Historical Society, Webster County Historical Society, is kind of in a transition. They've got a lot of archives, and that's the Webster County she passed away. So that it was Otho Museum.
Okay.
So those items are just sitting somewhere now. We're hoping to
In limbo.
be able to coordinate with them to see if any of that will come our way and we can preserve it.
Mm-hmm.
And then also what I'd like to see, we have some fantastic stuff, but it needs a new building. And the weight is magnificent, so it needs a reinforced floor.
Oh, okay.
So I would love to put in like 2 buildings, one for this major equipment, and then the other for kind of tying more of Fort Dodge and the Webster County history together, and maybe instead of just 1930 as a cutoff, maybe go a little further
Okay.
and have well, this is me talking, okay? This is me.
Yeah.
We've got a collection of typewriters out there. So there's kind of this transition of communication, this transition of technology, this transition of mechanics. There's just so many things. And you know,
You almost should just draw a line in the sand and be like, you're in the future now. It's the 40s.
It's the 40s.
1940s.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That
And
would be-
talking of that, we're doing something kind of like that for Frontier Days.
Oh,
really?
yeah. Our passport to the past.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we're going to have a scavenger hunt. And so when you come in, when you get your bracelet and everything, you're also going to get a passport. And we're going to sell each page to sponsors. And then they can help decide like what the page looks like. And then wherever we put that scavenger thing is also going to have
It'll be theirs.
their piece
Sure.
to help also showcase them as well. And then we're looking for like donations,
Sponsorships to do that.
sponsorships,
yeah.
but also, you know,
But it
grand
would
prize,
progress
too.
through time also.
Yes.
Cool. But very, very interesting idea. Like it.
Absolutely. So I did source one fun question here. It's going to be the last question before the normal last question I ask everybody. If you had one artifact out at the Fort Museum that could quote unquote talk, which one would you most want to hear the story from? I got an assumption, but I want to hear what you guys think.
Oh, mine is probably the printing press.
Oh,
That is cool.
I didn't even think of that. That's awesome.
There's like 5 of them in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be so cool.
What,
You
think
know
of,
how
think of
many
the
s-
stories.
Yeah,
that
because the
come through there.
messenger's been there since the 1800s.
1856.
Yeah.
Wow.
So since Fort Dodge.
Yep.
Can you
And-
imagine what's been printed on those things?
Yeah.
That'd be wild.
Well, we do have some archives.
Which would also be cool to look
Yeah.
at.
Yeah.
I guess I'd probably go to some kind of artifact from a earlier period, like maybe the arrowheads, maybe.
Oh yeah.
There's a sextant there too. From
What?
You don't very often do that to Peter, but you got him there.
Take the camera off me. I'm going to get all red in the face here. Our producer can't even switch the camera over to me.
She can't handle
it's
it.
a navigation item.
A navigate.
Oh my, okay.
I don't even know what to ask after this.
Oh.
This is awesome.
Surprises everywhere
Yes.
out at the museum.
Yes, there's stuff. There sounds like there's something out there for everybody. So swing on by.
This part of it is almost right up there with Jackson telling his
Yes.
I forgot.
his
Swimming
in the Iowa
pond.
Central pond to find his drone.
Hilarious.
Oh,
Yes,
my.
that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But yes.
Oh man. So, anyways, we're getting down close to the end of this. This has been really fun. I do want to say again, all the links are down below. So click those. Make sure you find something out at the fort to go do. There's lots of events out there. Even if you just like playing bingo, swing out for a game of bingo or two.
We give away cash prizes.
Cash prizes. Hard to
And-
say no to that.
And if you want to do something for yourself or family, we've got room for events.
Nice events.
Yeah,
So-
indoor, outdoor. You could take
Birthday
the lawn.
parties, Christmas parties for businesses, or just a meeting.
We've had those.
Do it all.
This is fun. All right. I end these with the same question for everybody. We're 60 some episodes in, so we've got 60 some different answers. But if you could say that marketing has impacted your life in some way and you possibly didn't know it until it had already impacted you, what would be that way? It may, maybe it's out at the fort, or maybe it's just a personal life.
Gina, rocks. I love rocks.
Okay, elaborate. like the rock.
Any rock.
No, she has a rock club.
Oh, cool.
The rock hounds. But yeah, when the shows come up on the marketplaces and that, it's like, oh, I gotta go.
That's fun. That's fun. How about you? You got anything fun? Marketing impacting your life?
I don't know. The thing that comes to my mind is third grade with a computer, and just how much that itself impacted my life.
I'm
And
feeling old.
Are you? That means you and I are about the same age. So you're from this region. So along the marketing lines for that, like Gateway computers were like
Oh,
a
yes.
super huge deal in this
Yes.
area because they were made.
IBM.
They
not
were
too
made in
far away.
Sioux City or Sioux
Sioux
Falls.
Falls,
Sioux
something like-
Falls. I think it was Sioux Falls.
but-
Close.
But yeah, the cow box, and it's like, what's going on with this?
Yeah.
But
It was great marketing.
it was
Yeah, it
honestly,
was-
yeah. After that, it was Dell computers. The whole dude, you're getting a Dell. I mean,
and Bill Gates.
yes, that's a good one though. How computers in our era was like a big deal. Like when they first came into school, and everyone,
Yeah.
it's like now you guys get to use them once a week. And
And I couldn't wait for computer class. And the most fun thing I had my whole day was the game where you type to see how fast you can type.
Yes.
And you're racing the cars and everything. Still love it.
I was a number munchers and a super munchers guy myself,
yeah.
but
They call that keyboarding, don't they?
Yes.
just typing class.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was my absolute favorite class.
Yep. So we didn't get to have to go through the whole like rulers over the hands kind of thing or
Thank
whatever
goodness.
on the typewriters like you guys did.
Well,
but
whatever you do, if you got to do a timed writing test, do not practice on an electric and go to a manual for the test.
oh wow, on a typewriter for sure.
Big difference.
I
Oh,
did that.
man.
Well, just even nowadays, keyboards. When because I work from home and I work for the state of Iowa for my full-time job. When I go down to Des Moines, I don't have to bring my own stuff, and the keyboard is just not my keyboard, and it's like you have to find the right place to even type on that keyboard.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
That's wild. This has been super entertaining. This has been super educational. I had a blast with this one. I feel like I was like, I know how this is going to go. This will be a good one. We went a different direction with this one, and I enjoyed it so much. This is such a great way to break up a day for me to have you guys come in here and talk to us. So I hope everybody else found this really entertaining. Again, I'm going to put your guys' links down below. So anybody looking for any of your stuff, the website, social medias, that's where they're going to have to go. Anything on the way out, guys, to say to everybody?
Come volunteer and hang out with us.
Let
Students.
join in and have some fun.
Any
Absolutely.
students that are trying to get their silver cord, or any kids that got in trouble and need to do community service, we can help you with all that.
They'll whip you into shape out there.
Yes.
That's awesome. This has been so fun. Thank you guys very much for joining us. And
Yes.
again, all the links are down below. Click them, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Well, I
you.
have one thing. We always like to have, say, Buster here. And if you rub his head for good luck, that would be great for your fort. So if
Thank
you want to
you.
give him a little rub on his head, see how shiny he's getting?
Nice.
Thanks. Okay.
Reminds
Thank
me of
you.
my dog.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
This podcast is produced by Spin Market and Digital. Located in Fort Dodge, Iowa, Spin Market's highly skilled team can help you increase your market by updating your website, improving SEO, designing advertisements, and producing podcasts that will grab the attention of your market. Contact Spin Market today for all your digital marketing needs at digitalagent@spinmarket.com or call us at 515-302-8026. And to learn more, visit our website at www.spinmarket.com. That's digitalagent@spinmarket.com or 515-302-8026. Or visit our website at www.spinmarket.com.